All right, hey, good morning. Today, I want to do something a little different than what I normally do. Is what ICT called Volatility Pinball. I've taken a good break from the market. I'm going to start here. I took a little break from the market during NFP week and everything. And just kind of the daily chart, if you look at the daily chart, looks pretty choppy and pretty crazy. So I haven't really been trading the last week and a half. And so since today's my first day back, and I'm really glad I didn't get anywhere here. But since it's my first day back, I want to do volatility pinball is what he called it. And it was just basically like getting in on everything that you see and see how the market behaves. Is it pushing through, taking highs and lows? Is it, respecting the PD arrays? And I always get in on fair value gaps. I'm not really going to go through my whole model, but like my entries are entering on fair value gaps. So I want to just, once I get to 10 of being in, then I may take a trade before 10 o'clock. Maybe. I mean, in the 10 o'clock silver bullet. Maybe. We'll see. So I'm mad I didn't get in here. That was going to be my first one, my first short, to see if we take this low out, just to see. It's not a lot of points. It's 31 ticks, which is, divided by 4? Less than 8 points on the NQ, which is not really what I want, but I want to see what we do. Once this is broken, let's see. Because we were in this fair value gap here. And we saw a little bit of a bounce into this fair value gap. So I want to see, does it keep doing this, or are we going anywhere? There's like medium impact on the euro at 9 o'clock. And that's it for today. I don't really have a daily target. This is a fair value gap on the daily that we're in. We hung around the 25 of that fair value gap. And now we picked up a little bit. This is the very top of the same fair value gap on the daily chart. I wanted to get in on here. I'm gonna buy here if it comes down to here. And take profit up here. Let's see. And stop loss. Let's stop loss underneath this candle. This consolidation right here. If we're going up, it has no need to come down below this, all this consolidation right here. Maybe I'll put it underneath here. We may not even come all the way down here. Volatility pinball. I need this to be pinball, like faster. And we're dragging. We created these relative equal high lows, but I think this is a little bit lower. You can kind of see it. Low on this 69.50 and the low on this 69.75. So we're one tick below. But it don't look like we're going anywhere. And it's 8:49. We're starting at 8:50 macro. You can see the bodies are getting small, so I expect this one to be a big candle. Unless if it's not, then we're going to consolidate further a bit. If it is, then I'd like to see, if we're done this little bit of consolidation and we're about to start moving, I want to see this be an expansion. Yeah, because we're running up the 15-minute chart. We had a big run right here. Started at 7:45. We had a good swing up here. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna put this up here. I don't know if I can ever get in. I'm gonna get to 10 entries and exits. I reset my paper trading account, and this is of course paper trading. If I didn't say that before, I'm not just getting in on any fair value gap because that would be crazy. That would be gambling, and I'm paper trading. It's not really going anywhere. I would have wanted. So we gapped down when we opened this week and then ran up. It's like when I'm unsure about getting in and I'm like, oh, should I? I get in like this. When I'm trying to get in on purpose and I don't really care about the outcome of the trade, it's when it wants to take forever. I'm finally in. We can see we're at the 25 level. Oh no, that's where I want to get out at. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Even though we haven't really get it. We'll see. We hit the 25 level on this hourly fair value gap here. Already, that's kind of where I want to get out at. So we'll see. It is 53 ticks away. So what is 53 divided by 4? I don't know. What is 53 divided by 4? That's gonna annoy me. But I'm not good at off the cuff doing random stuff. Random math. I'm good with, let's see. I reset my paper trading account for this because it really is just gonna bounce. We'll see. I'm kind of gonna move this up, so it's either I'm gonna respect this and stay up here or it's not. That's it. Even though on the hourly, let's see if we're gonna push above this bearish butterfly. As we open down and have been running up, that's all right. So cool. Took liquidity here. And into here. This is my paper trading account. Again, and I'm playing. I need to change the title maybe. Maybe that's what I need to do in my live stream. That this is Volatility Pinball, not irregular trading. That's right there. I can spell volatility. Let's see. Because it's going to take a lot of L's. That's why I wanted to clarify. Not that I care about taking L's on the internet. I've heard people I don't know. But, it's not going to hit all the time. I just need to move. And move slow. If I shorted here, I would have been out. If I wasn't already in the long, I would have a limit order up here to go short. And now it's 8:55, so we're starting to run. Are we gonna go somewhere? Are we gonna go somewhere? Let's see. We may go down here. Okay. Yeah. I keep expecting this to run. But let's see. Yeah. Trading is boring. It's just sitting here. Nothing else to it. And you can kind of see I'm playing around my other screen. But yeah, now we're just waiting. I watched most of the Super Bowl, but I went to sleep around, I turned it off maybe 9:45. And I like to be in bed by 10. I'm going to lower this because I want to get out. I want to be in and out. But it's kind of moving slow. For this to be the 8:50 macro, we didn't really go anywhere. In or out. It started 8:50 started here, so we dipped down a little bit to the bottom of this fair value gap. Took liquidity from here. And here, but we didn't really expand or see any expansion. We did in 8:30, so we expanded up. Let me see the market. Now we're going toward 8:57. Let's see if we're going to turn around here. I'll keep pushing. There we go. That answers that question. Alright, that's number one in Volatility Pinball. That's theory number 2 is. So leave a gap here. I'll get in on this gap. So I'm going to 10 interest. Let me see. I'm not, again, this is Volatility Pinball. This is not real trading. That one was a dub, but I don't really care about the outcomes. It's just I have not been in the market for like a week, and I need to see how it feels. It's kind of weird because technical science, and you're not just going on vibes and gambling, right? But like, it's still vibes are a thing. Oh, I should have got in on this. I missed my entry here. Yeah. If it lets me get in at the top of it. We'll see. I'm buying on all bullish fair value gaps and selling it all bearish fair value gaps. This one, because they overlap with this, also this constant encouragement, it may come down now. It's not gonna keep making higher highs forever. Every day. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. And I get watch notifications that distract me. Why is it not taking out that with me when Trend View is stressed? Thank you. It's fine when it does that. Not fine, because I still want to get out when I want to get out. But like, when that's your stop loss, oh no, you're playing trade view. No, absolutely not. When it's a TP, it's like, okay, I'll take some slippage in the positive. I'll take positive slippage. Who wouldn't? But I don't want. I'd rather have no slippage because I don't even care. Don't even give me positive slippage. I don't care. Give me no slippage. Give me in when I want to get in. I like that this hit right on the 50. Right on the consequent encouragement of this. This candle doesn't have a wick at the bottom, which is bullish. Trading view is glitchy. Good charting, terrible everything else. Let's see if this stays open. We still got 35 seconds, so let's see if it. We may be running to close this gap. It's 9:01. Got this order block here now, but doesn't have a wick at the end. Still got 60 seconds. This may come in a little bit. Alright, we're getting at the top of here too. Let's see, TP somewhere there, and let's put the stop loss underneath here. Another TP. Let's see what the arrows chart looks like. We're pretty far up from this daily fair value gap. We may be closing it in soon. That might happen at the open, though, because it's already 9 o'clock. Stick it up in here. What I do? What I really got? Alright, if I don't have anything like that I'm super interested in and I don't want to be in here for too long to watch it close all of this, I'm just going to pick 10 points. Because I don't want to keep it all the way up here because I don't want to be in it for an hour. I don't want to be in it for 30 minutes. So I'm just, because my stop loss is tight, I don't want my take profit to be tight too. I don't really want to, let's look at 15 again. I don't want to be in it for forever. That's not the point of today. I'm going to put it right here above this high on the 15 minute. from February 7th, 10:45. That's not a bad place. I like how this hit the 50 and we're now above it. And it closed above this fair value gap. I like that. How many have I done? 3? This is the third one. I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, at this rate, we're closing this daily fair value gap. At this rate, we'll see. Yeah, I'm waiting on the... This is not my phone. This is my phone case. I'm waiting on I don't know, for the day. Am I bearish or bullish? The daily chart looks too ridiculous. Made it pick one. And I haven't been really looking for like a week. So let's see. It is like cold today. I don't know where everybody lives, but it's cold today where I live. And that's why I got this big sweatshirt on because I'm sitting in the house cold. And I got my coffee, so I'm not going to say I'm sleepy. I'm going to try not to say I'm so sleepy. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's 9:05. What are we doing? When did we start? We're at 8:50. When did we start? And remember we had a bit of a run. How many points is that? From 8:50. Up here. That's like 17 points. And this 8:50 macro is about to be done. It's 9:06. What did I say that was funny? I just be talking. Come on, that's that. Give me in or give me out. Like, well, give me out, but either TP or stop loss. Either one. There you go. I hope to be done. Well, I'm definitely going to be done doing Volatility Pinball by 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to look and see what I think about a real trade. See what the vibes are. Or trade in my real account, and I'll sign out of my paper trading account. So I'll probably close my screen for a little bit in between while I don't show you all my personal info. So let's see what we do. What do you stop out? You can look at it. Oh, yep, I just got stopped out. So we hit the bottom, the top of this survey gap, and the bottom of this order block. By here, I think that was 3. I don't know if it's going back in here. back again. If it lets me in, I missed it not paying attention. Well, I was looking at something else, but I missed it not looking at live price action. I was looking at old stuff. I expect it to come back down here. After that big wick, I would be surprised if we came all the way back into this gap. Instead, we stopped on the 50. Alright, we tested it once. I'm going to do it again. I like it there. I over like it. Look, let's see. It could come back down here, right? Bearish. We back, baby. This is number 4. Again, this is not my real count. So when you see these out, even if it was, I need to stop saying that. So what? Even if it was. And who won't check me, boo? JK. But so what? Yeah, I just did 3. Thank you. This is about to be number 4. Number 4. We in here. So on the hourly, we're in a pretty big fair value gap. And I think we just hit so we hit the first quadrant and bounced back. We dug a little bit further into it. I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback based on how the hourly looks here. I'm not surprised, but the whole point is to get in on these fair value gaps and just to see how the market wants to play. So like this is super bullish. There's no there's a small like void right here where there's nothing, and there's no wick on this candle. There's no wick on this candle either up here. It just opened and completely fell. Both of these candles back to back. So I mean, I'm gonna get short in here. For the sake of today's goals, if we leave a gap, I'll probably get short just in here. Let me not do nothing different from what I said. Getting in on fair value gaps. So if we leave a gap, I'll get in here. Let's see what's left. I'll put this at the bottom of here. And put this up here. That's a little far. We need to run in. Take this down one because we kind of got the overlap in the bottom of this inversion. So right again. And we took off. And I wanted basically even 40 ticks, so 10 points. So I got, how many more left? That was 4. I have 6 more left. If I don't do it before 10 o'clock, though, I'm going to do it. So 10 o'clock is my time cutoff. Because I want to see Silver Bullet. And I want to switch gears. I'm freezing. like real life freezer. This is still an hour. Left this in the dust. We got 15 minutes till 9:30. The open range gap is huge. What else do I have this? That is about. Oh, I can do it right now. So, that is 180 points. That's huge. Oh, that's huge. Oops. So yeah. Definitely not trading until 10 o'clock. I'm not going to do the opening range. Opening. Not. I'll still probably do this paper trading pinball, but not mine. I really can't. So we came down to the top of this oil bump, and we had a pretty big bounce. Yeah. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna say. I didn't say it. I just yawned. Oh, I like this one. I like that there's displacement under the low, but it never came back in. And as soon as we make another gap, I'm gonna move this down and get into it down here. But I'm waiting for this one to close because we got a volume bounce, but we don't have any more gaps, and now it is gonna run. As soon as that one closes, I'm gonna come down to here. And of course, take my TP. And it closes and keeps this gap open. And it came down. So I'm going to come down here. Oh no, I'm going to come up here. That's good. And then we never stay all the way there. What more can I say? We're killing them. I don't really care where this goes. This can come underneath here. That's pretty short, but that's okay. I'm not doing that. I think we definitely have to revisit this over. Jay is chilling. Jay is chilling. What more can I say? We're killing them. I think this is number 5, so I think I'm halfway done. Okay, as I said, I definitely don't want to see it if we're still going short. Anything above that. Anything above the halfway of. Yep. We go. Yeah. I didn't say that, but this is. I like that these are closing above the 50 on this 15-minute fair value gap, because the higher time frames, right, are always going to help you understand the lower time frames. So, like, this is busy. I always say them backwards. And we can see that these did not want to go any further down. The bodies are respecting 50. So I expect to be stopped on. I need to change this to be a different color. Same thing with the one that's the background is the daily. Fair value gap. I like to draw my charts a lot. Sometimes it gets confusing. I'm not even gonna lie about that part, but I like to do it. So we're just gonna hang out between these two fair value gaps. So what? That's it. What you trying to do? What you trying to do, homegirl? Not really go nowhere. Nowhere. In a rush to go nowhere. I feel you. In a rush to go nowhere. Nowhere. That's cool. Cool. I'm freezing. We got a couple more minutes to open. It doesn't help that I'm drinking an iced coffee. And this big huge thing is iced coffee. And then to be like, oh, I'm freezing. It's so cold. We got 8 minutes until the opening bell. It feels relaxing. If you've been trading for a while, you know how like it feels stressful, but this, because I really don't care about the outcome, it's just about like what are we doing in this trade. It's not like stressful. Why didn't I take me out? See, trading view was being glitchy because I should have got tapped out. What is it doing? That it definitely went through my take profit. See, that's another reason why I need to do this, because maybe I don't need to. Maybe that's a sign, because that's the second time I've been skipped on my exits. And if I was in my not paper trading account, I'd be blown. So that was number 5. It took a little longer than I thought, and I didn't like this little in here. And we're back to the top quadrant of this daily. That's the only 1 minute chart. This is the top quadrant of this daily fair value gap. I guess how many more do I have left to do? If we get a gap, I'm going to get in here. If we, in the next 24 seconds, if we leave this gap here, I'm going to get in at the top of the, what is this called? The swing low right here. It's very tight. Very, very, very tight. So in like London, we just kind of consolidated around here to here. If I drew a box around it, it would be like from here to here. We kind of didn't really go anywhere. And that's high key all of London. This being all of London, we didn't go anywhere whatsoever. I kind of want to bring this down and maybe be in the middle. Go up here. And now we've fallen out the sky. Now let's take the kind of build this order block. Because I think I got 4 more left. I'm going to do 4 more. I'm going to do it until 10 o'clock, like I said. Because we're going to see what 9:30 looks like. Because we have a big opening range gap. So we just cleared these lows here. Get into, what we did? Nope, we did it to fair value gap. What's the audio look like? Yeah, so this was about the 25th of this, the top quadrant on this. And now we're kind of seeing a little bit of a pullback here to this order block. That looks like halfway over it. I love when things are like precise, like that. That looks good. So that's why I always throw a fib on and like measure stuff, because precision is really cool when it works like exactly, when it's like butter. I'm a fan of that. So I will measure everything. But yeah, we closed below and tapped the lower quadrant of this hourly fair value gap. Came up, touched this swing low that it broke, and now we're pulling back a little bit. These targets are also pretty small. 26 ticks is what? 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 6 and some points, 6 and some change. I'm not really. But that's not the point of this. I don't care. Otherwise, the whole point in this big book, what are we about to do for 9:30? I usually don't trade. I'll usually be out of my trade. I won't get into a trade after the 850 macro. And I like to be out by 9:20 at the latest, for real. Because I don't like doing the volatility of the open of exactly 9:30, so I usually would chill. And then if I haven't gotten in at all, I'll get in during 10 o'clock silver bullet. If I have not. If I have, I could be done for the day. I don't need to trade all day, every day, for hours and hours. I generally will watch the market till the end of the morning, until lunchtime, but I could go anyway. The 15 minute is looking like that candle does not want to be below that I get. So we'll see if I can stop down. I mean, both are tight. My take profit and my stop loss is tighter than I would normally have them if I was paper trading for real or trading my real account. They're both too tight. I would have had my stop loss a little bit further up into here. And my take profit, what would have been? It depends. If I was trying to, at a minimum, I would do 10 to 15 points on NASDAQ. Otherwise, depends on market structure. And depends on what I want. So I got stopped out I got 3 more. I'm sure if anybody's watching this or watching it later, it's always easier to be watching. But I don't know how many I did. It's kind of like working out. I will be doing squats and have no idea how many I did. Well, I got 2 more. Whatever. I'm going to call it there. So that was super tight. If I would have had a stop loss up here, I would have still been in trade, but I don't. Indifferent. I'm never mad about being stopped out. And if I don't get stopped out, like when it was skipping my take profit down here, oh, then I have a problem. But I'm never mad about being stopped out. Especially considering I don't like playing games at 9:30. So our opening range gap is how many points? Close down here. Open up here. 176. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I will not be involved in this. Oh, freezing. Let's see. Let me lock this before I start moving it around. Jay is chilling. He's chilling. What more can I say? We killing him. I'm so cold. But I tell you, we really looked up, and we're starting to fall out the sky. Is it the 50? Not quite. Almost. And we still don't have a first presented fair value gap. It's only 933 though. Oops. So, that's good. Delete this. This is just demonstrating London how we really didn't see any expansion. And are we gonna get the first fair value yet? It's super wicky, which I'm not a fan of. I like long candles with big bodies, but not like wicks. Not a fan. We're gonna get our first presenter for right here. We got 51 seconds to find out. What is the close on this? 52.50 and it's 52.50. So here to here. And 32 seconds. Before I call this the first presenter for right here. So we have our first presenter fair value gap, which is this the first fair value gap after 9:30, and we got it on the 9:35 candle. It's pretty good. How many points is it? A 10-point first presenter fair value gap. Yeah, I don't like these big wicks on the 15-minute chart. Just like the daily chart looks pretty crazy. In general. I want to go get some water. Let me drink some coffee because I want to be looking at the 10 o'clock. So I'm going to turn my screen off for a second. Let's see if I can figure out how to even do that. Get up, get some water. Alright, I'm back. I had to get my water. And I'm freezing, so I had to put like some socks on, some thicker pants or something. Because I'm freezing. I don't know who told it to be cold and who said we wanted it to be cold again, but it's freezing. So we bounced around the first presented for Vania. We hit the 50 here. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because this kind of lower. Yeah, okay. I'm also going to sign into my real account on my other screen. Because I want to get ready for what is 950 looking like. And let me mark it straight up because I don't copy all of my drawings on that screen because I draw too much. So like this is where I draw the most, but when I'm actually trading, I try not to draw too much, just on what I'm looking at, what I'm focusing on, and then I'll glance back over between the two because it's too much. I know it's too much. I'll be getting confused and confusing myself. So I'm trying to trade. I try not to do it. Oh, it's gonna kick me off of this, as annoying as that is. Try a little trade though. Yeah, I am. Because I have to sign in. But you can see I'm always looking at it. So yeah, I'm signing into my real account. So if I'm not doing anything on this main screen, as you can see, I have more than one screen, right? I don't know a trader who does it. So we got a little bounce off of the high of the open range gap and the first presented fair value gap. We also broke this high. And have another fair value gap here. Oh, I'm done playing Volatility Pinball. It's that also, if I could say that. Because I signed into my real account. I'm looking for like a 10 o'clock silver bullet. I'm open to, we'll see. Okay. If I get on, we shall see. I'm not on a force trade still, so you could be, I could be on this live stream and not trade. I'm okay with it. So we dug into taking this, but I like that we closed underneath it. I still don't take a trade until 10 o'clock. I don't get involved. I let the opening range do what the opening range is going to do. Especially when we got a huge opening range gap. I let the opening range do what it's going to do. And it's running. And we're going to run to the top of that fair value gap up here. 21,809.25. This fair value gap from the daily. Cool. I don't have to be every move. So I sometimes like the paper trade every move, which is a problem. Like I would go long in this fair value gap right here, but I don't feel like I have to get every move. I don't care about it. But to each his own. I'm gonna start to see a run because I mean, even from this first presented fair value gap, is how many points? So yeah, that's 40 points if we go all the way. 46 points. Which is fantastic. I don't have to be in it. do not feel the need to be in it. I probably would have got in. No, I would have got in on this skirt maybe. Probably would have got in. Yeah, okay. All the way down here to go along. And dig that far deep. As of right now. Let's see if we close the gap. I never drew my other one. We are this close to closing it. We are closing. Yeah, this one's delete it. 809.25, and what is that? That was 809 even. Yeah, so we want to take away from closing in the fair value gap. Exactly. And it's 9:47. Let's go. I be forgetting that I be online, but I hope I don't do anything wild and wouldn't even register right now. I think you gotta get used to it. I get used to live streaming. I am gonna start live streaming more because I like to think my thoughts out loud. It helps me be more like clear. Okay, we go down to here. Here's order block. I1. So a little bit of a bounce. That's what this I'm be interested. Down to the first presented for that again. To that one I would have been more interested in a little bit long that I wasn't in. Because I don't care about missing moves that I'm not looking at for. Like, yeah, I can see it moves. Like, oh, that's move. But this one, I could have taken short here if I was not looking on my other screen and other stuff. You know, so first presented for everybody yet. Like, there's a lot of, like, there's no need to rush. That's 30 points. But there's no need to rush. No need to rush. I also like to see displacement below swing lows. That there aren't really any swing lows. New ones being formed, and like these ones, I like displacement, like big candles that leave gaps under like these lows. I would have liked more. I would have liked for an entry more, I see. Oops. I messed that up. It's 9:53. So we're in the 950 macro to 1010. For my training plan, I don't get until after 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is the earliest. I'd be willing to get into something. I haven't really seen anything I would have really gotten into. Maybe this to here, but not really. Not bad, but let's see. If there's no setup that I want to get into, then I won't. If it is, then I will. Like, it's not that place you that exciting, kind of boring. Glad I got my coffee. I'm gonna be hungry though. That's why I don't know how people be live streaming all day. Like, do y'all just not eat? Do y'all like have snacks, or do y'all like eat a real big meal? But then I'm gonna be sleepy if I eat right before. That's why you gonna catch me. If I start live streaming more, I'm gonna have to figure out how to eat something because I be hungry. I got my coffee though, so I'm not sleepy. Even though I was up late last night for the previous football. Let me check the live streaming. The live streaming and make sure that it's straight. I guess it's straight. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Love that boy. That's a total song, right? There's so much to trading view that I want to learn that I don't know about, like drawing charts to make your own indicators and stuff. I don't know, ICT was using like new day opening gap or new week opening gap that somebody made. Like I want to look at stuff like that. What all do you have to like do? Like how do you do it in trading view? 9:57. 57. I like also live streaming because it forces me, because I use my phone for my microphone connection, it forces me not to look at it. And I'm just like legit staring at the chart and doing nothing else. Nothing else to do. Literally nothing else to do. As I look at this chart, no distractions. And I don't look at the live stream, like comments and chat. So I'm just watching. It's kind of boring. I get that. I ain't denying that it's boring. I don't know what I want to do today. For my workout. It's like I've been thinking about stuff like that. I don't know what I want to do for my workout. I don't know what I want to cook for dinner. That's my like distraction. Oh, I'm sure that's probably mad now because I have a metal desk. Sometimes I click on it. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock on the dot, and I got distracted and realized and thought about all the things I gotta do. So I had to write them down real quick to get them out my brain. And I realized it was 10 o'clock because then I think about too much stuff and then I'm like, oh, I forgot and I gotta remember to do this and remember to do that. And I hate that feeling. So I gotta brain dump when I have this. fair value gap. This SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We're hanging out, and the bodies are hanging out at the 50. And the 50 is supporting this body right now. Let's see where we can actually close. Alright, we're gonna close this gap for real. There we go. We closed it. I'll probably be doing so much like embarrassing stuff on my show because I'm forgetting and I'm cold, so I'm bouncing my shoulder. But we closed in the daily gap. That's what this big huge pink box is. We hit the 50 of this, I think it's hourly. SIBI. Yeah. Yeah, let's go down here, I think. What's the close on this? 4 even. What's the close on this? Sure. True. So we're making our way downtown. We're still in a 950 macro. And we had a little bit of, so we ran up with this buy side since 950. We first traded down, swept. I'm not even on the right screen. So at 950, we swept these lows here, and then we've seen a bit of a run. And we're still at 950 macro. We got a few more minutes. Bow. It's kind of choppy. That was a big, huge push. That would have skipped me on my orders. Into the exit. Very choppy. No, not even as far as it's going into this step. Yeah, I would have. I could see it coming to her a little bit more before we went to this daily one. Before we went to a bottom quadrant of this daily sippy. What was the high on this? What was the low on this? I need to start thinking my thoughts out loud because I will be sitting here silent, dead silent. Alright, I do my other chart. Yeah, I wanted to see it come back first before it went up to here. So what's behind this? I'm going to take away from hitting the lower partner. And we gotta look all the way over here. And I feel like that it's an hour, I think. That we are almost closing in. We are just below 50 of that wick. This is our displacement. this long way says to me that we want to go up and close this and hit this. Having another entry inside this fair value gap to go along. Let's see how big it is. Where? I originally wanted to see it come back in here and like all the way down here, which is pretty far. Okay, maybe in the middle, right here. For an entry. To go up to this lower quadrant of the daily. This is 75. What day is this? December 19th. December 18th. So we're chilling at the lower quadrant. Let's see here. So I just about filled this all up. I just also about other things. This I might take out this one. Maybe because we have this consolidation in here on the hourly chart. If we go from here to here, about the 50, take us to about here. So we shall see. For a reason. And the 15. I was like, wait, what? How is it gonna have 43 minutes left on a 15-minute? Yeah. That makes sense. So we tap the 50 on this 15-minute. Okay, right yet? Finally closed this. Well, not closed it, but actually crossed over the 75. It's the lower quadrant of the daily fair value gap. Alright, we're consolidating and chilling for the last 10 minutes. Well, we just barely like dipped above the highs and lows with wicks, so like we dipped here, we dipped there. But we're not really going anywhere. The bodies aren't going really anywhere. They're all here to here. Like the same 10 points. They're all hanging out in like 10 points. Again, I'm forced trades. I'm not gonna pretend to trade every single day. Day trading does not mean every single day trading. I heard ICT say that recently, and I'm holding on to that. I like it. day trading does not mean every single day trading. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Day trader does not mean every single day trading. So I mean, I did a good amount on Volatility, Pinball. Alright, we're hanging out right now. We still got the whole hour at 10 o'clock. And I'm until 11:10. I'm going to finish out the 10 o'clock macro. I don't get into trades after like 10:50, 10:55 max. And I like to be out 11:10 at the max. So I hold for watch. I don't hold until 11:30. I don't hold until 12 o'clock. I think I like live streaming. I think I might be cooling with it for a bit. It helps keep me a little bit more focused because there's nothing else for me to do. Because I have like this on my screen, I can't be like, oh, let me make sure I email that person back and pull up my emails and then email it back, and I'm not looking at the chart. Because I'll get distracted into like whatever pops to my head, for real. Like, oh, I forgot to shoot off that email, and now I'm emailing instead of looking at the charts. But because I have my screen up and I don't want to do too much on my other screen, like my main screen is the one that I share with, and I don't want to do too much, or like accidentally, because I'm not that good at live streaming, I don't want to accidentally put my emails on YouTube, because that would be crazy. So it's like I try not to sign into all my stuff because I don't want I would hate to sign into my email account and I'm live streaming. So we type to 50. Let's see where we're going. The bodies aren't going anywhere. If we don't get a big expansion candle soon, we're going to consolidate for a bit. Tap that 75, that quadrant level. I'm looking for a small short because we ran up a lot. So if I can grab 10 points, 10 to 15 points on a short, we'll take it. If we can get some displacement below a low, I'm not really feeling this wick. If this candle will be big, then I'll look for it to, no, that's not what I wanted it to look like. Already, I was in the middle of saying it, and that's not it. Below like this low, like way more down into here, and I would have been more likely, if this had came down to here and also closed down into here, I would have been more likely to take a short up in here. But now we see that it's not ready to come down, and I could tell that from this closing all the way up here. So we still got some more gas in the tank. Yeah, I'm not chasing prices. So I'm just hanging out until I see a setup that I'm interested in. And I'm interested in, right now, I'm interested in going short right now. I may not get it because the day looks crazy. I don't really have strong conviction on a day. I mean, just because it's a huge candle, I would like for it not to be another crazy wick the way it's been looking. So, like for it to remain up close and keep pushing. And maybe draw back a little bit. Close. Like here. If we keep pushing up. But, I don't need it. At this point, based on how big this candle is already, and because I'm tired of these big, huge back and forth wicks, I'd like for it today not to do that. And just have a big, candle. Not just a big wick. So I like it instead. Like this. It can come up to here, and then pull back a little bit and close near the high. But for it to come like all the way down to here, I would be like, what the heck's going on? Can we get some normalcy? Insight? Some normalcy insight? Is that in the crosshairs? Anything normal going on? I like that to go long. And we got some buy sides sitting up here. And we found like some support. 50 of a candle. It came down to this order block. The opening. The opening of this order block. Past it a little bit. That was a place to get along a little bit. Do you wanna? We still have some buy side up here. Yeah, we got these relative equal highs here. But this one took out this high. Barely. We've closed incompletely this hourly fair value gap. Same with the daily. At the top of that, we're in the top quadrant of this fair value gap. Makes sense to consolidate around the top quadrant. And right here. Obviously, right here. What time is it? I don't know. It's 10:30? Maybe. And then there's the here. So it's not without charging, but anyway. What's the top of this? Maybe that's better. $93, $94.25. Let's see what we got. That feels a misstep. Ish. 95.50. $10.30. Got this big back on the 15. Good size. With this eye block down here. Alright, I gotta work on thinking out loud. That's fine. I feel it is true. It's taking a sweet time, but I'm a fan of this intro. He's taking his sweet time, floating up there. Got these equinox here. It's pretty boring. I know. Pretty chill. Pretty boring. We're not going anywhere in a rush. It's 10:35. I think today I'm gonna hit this buy side up here. We're already so close. We filled in this gap here, dipped back into it like an inversion, fair value gap to keep pushing higher. This is a 4-hour chart. So this candle filled in the city. This candle, we dipped back into it briefly. like a inversion fair value gap to keep going. That's my prediction for the day. I think we're going all the way up to these highs up here. So we'll see once we get into this gap, because we don't have any bodies. Are we still bearish once we get into here? Or does the market look like it wants to keep running once we hit these gaps? Once we hit these highs? Are we going to see a pullback the same way we've seen in here, where it's really big wicks, but the bodies are hanging around here? Or are we going to see the bodies push up? That'll tell me if I think we're coming up to here on these daily relative equal highs. Let me see more on the actual daily chart, but into here, based on what movement, and like if we can see the bodies above these highs on the candles. Once we get up here, are we closing above here? That might take till tomorrow because we don't have any news today. So I don't expect, on top of however many points we did today, I don't expect another couple hundred. But who knows? That would be another. So this is already 457. Then to see another almost 150. Be a lot. I don't know what to say. I just want to say. Let's see. Let's see. Speed up, gas, pedal. Took a long time. Like it's floating up there. It's not running up there. We're closing that gap. This gap. 115. Now if we leave this gap open, this gap and this gap, and we continue to keep going, we might get up to here. So over lunch. bars get smaller before they get bigger. And student gas pedal. It's 10:43, so we're coming into the 10:50 macro. For me to think it's going down, then we're going to pull back a little bit. I need displacement underneath this low for me to believe it. And close below the 50, like displacement, not just a little bit down here. This didn't give displacement. This does not give displacement. And there's a gap. And it's kind of getting bearish for it to be 10:44. But I'm not excited about this. This is because this would be all the way down. Yep, and I'm on the bottom looking for shorts, and there's no displacement here. So swing low, sure, but not displacement. Oops. That's the difference. Displacement. I'm not seeing it. I'm really trying. See that gas pedal. Yeah, it is like watching paint dry. And it's not even on there. No displacement in either direction. And it's 10:46. So I mean, we might close this gap, but that's a float up for 37 points. Is a bit. So if we close this gap right now, because it's about to be 10:50, I think we may shoot up here and then pull back a little bit over lunch. Curious to see. This is really bullish. It's pretty bullish. Because there's no wick on this candle on the 15-minute chart. So, I mean, if I was in this long from here, from this displacement, this high, and this candle here, and if I was long in here, that would have hit the target that I set to close the 15-minute gap here. So we just did that barely, and that took from 10:24 to 10:48. So 24 minutes. It was a slow flow up. Like, that was floating up, as opposed to running like it was in a rush. And that was a float. The 15-minute chart is still looking bullish. These candles look like the market's in a rush to go somewhere. When you look on a 1-minute chart, like, it ain't in a rush to go nowhere. I'm not mad at that to see a turnaround. I'll delete this now since we just saw that play out the way I thought it was going to play out. Now that we closed in this gap, I want to see that we pull back a little bit and dip into some of these gaps. These are a lot of daily levels in here, though, that we may not pull back into. Let's see. This is now going into 1050 macro, so we just ran up right before it, which is what I like to see. And then we may pull back a little bit. Like, I want to see, like, it finish, or see, like, a little bit of a spike to then do something different during the macro. Like, usually we take liquidity right before and then reverse during. So, like, I'm not opposed to that happening right now. Let's see if the market wants to do that, or does it want to keep running. Speed up. This, the bodies are down here and not going above this old high up here. Even the 15-minute chart looks like it's pulling back. I like that the bodies are staying down here. Before I would even consider going short, I would need displacement under here and here, these relative equal lows. And these wicks are not giving me displacement. Yes, they're down closed candles, but nothing about this says displacement. This is starting off bearish the way I wanted to, where we just kind of fall. It doesn't even go up then come down after it opens when you don't have a wick up here. I'm a fan of that. Let me look at my really 1051. We in there. I'm gonna go eat. See, these still not breaking through this low. I wouldn't go short or long. But you know. I do want to see a bit of a pullback though and choose to go short. If I see a setup, then I'm going to take a setup. If I don't see a setup, can't take a setup. And I'm not gambling. I could go to the casino if I want to gamble. I want to see if I can do. And I'm not a gambler. Even when I go to Vegas or Atlantic City, you don't catch me gambling at the hotels. That's too scary. My anxiety is not that flat. So, let's see. speed up. Oops. Is in a rush to go nowhere. Can I get this placement here? No, just a little tap below. Cool. This alone is 67. 67.9. This is that's right, yeah. I think it's really bullish, and we just tapped into it. And because while we did break these lows, there's no displacement. But we want to keep running up. That was a burly little tap, and then we see the body close, like a big reaction up, and a decent sized wick for the size of this candle. If we're gonna now run back up into lunch, this is fine. We barely tapped into here. Barely. Into this 15-minute gap. Let's see, do we have any energy? Did we spring? It looks like it. Looks like we are springing out of here. But now we're playing. Let's see, push through here. I got like another 10 minutes of watching the market and seeing what we're gonna do. If I think, like I said, we're gonna jump from here, hanging around this 50 isn't what I want to see. It can bounce around for a little bit, but it's 10:56. I want to see liquidity runs during macros. Low resistance, just go ahead on up there. If we're going to bounce from here inside this fair value gap on the 15-minute chart and just run back up. And we're in the 1050 macro. I'm forgetting. We're chilling. Today was a chill day. There wasn't any news today though. I think there was medium impact for the euro in Europe, but that was at like 9 o'clock. Couldn't even tell you what it was, but there was medium impact around 9 for Europe. And then other than that, there's no news today. So I mean, it's not really doing anything. It shows. There's still news and it shows. We're not in a rush to go anywhere. let this come down. But we didn't make it back down and retest inside this 15-minute fair value gap. Now we're just gonna hang out, consolidate. But barely breaking these highs, like where we bumped it. The bodies are still around the same spot. So are we now gonna keep going? Nope. Cool. It's really not in a rush to go anywhere. I like the market to be in a rush to go on the same side that I'm going. The best trade is when I get in and it takes off. The next 5 candles get me to my target in a straight line. This is not a rush to go anywhere at all. We did go back into that fair value gap, and now we're seeing a little bit bigger reaction. This candle here, we didn't break this low, but we did tap slightly back into this 15-minute fair value gap, and now we're pushing back up here. Now we're gonna close above these highs. We got 30 seconds left to find out. Are we closing above these highs? We are. I didn't like all of this back and forth. I would have liked just from here to now aggressively move higher. Let's see if we get it. Let's see how we react up here. Nowhere. And it's 11:01. Yeah, the 1050 macro didn't really go anywhere. If I look at 1050 was right here. So we really just stayed right here. We did come up, and it looks like close this gap. Let's see. We just missed coming up to this level here. But yeah, the market is in no rush today. I just saw. Because neither am I. Anytime I'm like writing over here, I'm like brain dumping, especially when the market's not going anywhere. Tomorrow I'll live stream early because I gotta be off by about 9:30. So I'm gonna try to do it post it like 8 to 9:30 as I can. Let's see what tomorrow's looking like. Oops, I forgot. Let's see, who's the news kind of look like? There's more news tomorrow. Is it? No. Oh, I might not. Because why is pound testifying tomorrow at 10? I mean, if I could get my 8 to 9:30, maybe. After that, and then CPI, then PPI, and then Friday core retail sales. $11.05. I'm not making lower rules at all. These highs are lower. I'm about to eat lunch myself and come back and look a little bit after lunch just to see what goes on. Because the market's not in a rush to go anywhere. I'm not trading much. So I'll try to be back on tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I'll be on Wednesday morning. I can't do 8 to 9:30 tomorrow. Otherwise, that's it.